NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's the final round of the Arizona Summer Classic.
He's going for a little extra.
Burning rubber right here. This one is taken off. Missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. What a shot.
What are the chances of knocking it from there? There's something about a well-hit shot.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side, just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. So Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, and a good chance to attack this hole. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Can't hide the flag stick from that one.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
That had to really hurt Frank because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Seems to like it. Now for the fat part of the green. Just another solid shot, about 8 feet from the hole. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. He's made it. This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here. It's certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation. And he has it for birdie. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway.
Rich, now's the time to knuckle down. I know things haven't gone right up to this point, but really, this is where you can still get something out of it. Just give yourself that opportunity. You're good enough.
Beauty of golf, Frank. One good strike comes off the center of the bat, one good result, and you begin to feel differently about things. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
So he's setting over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
What incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Oh, I like that. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoke.
I have this at about 125 yards. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
There's this putt for birdie. Shot perfectly placed right next to the hole. Played par yesterday. This one for birdie. Okay, no problem with that one. He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Spectacular shot that was. Look at Eagle. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That is how you jumpstart a round with an eagle.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, he just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
And he's made it onto the green. And a grind out a par here. Needs it. And drops it in. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his movement.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. They're swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Headed for the bunker, I think.
It's a good pitch. Only in the first cut. That's not too bad.
I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Just in the first cut of rough. Not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. Safely aboard. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the TPC Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the rowdy spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIlroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. What they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man can really move it a long ways. And what a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Beautiful.
Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, evidence, the new bunkering down the left side, but it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years.
ball sitting up like it's on plush carpet.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for 11.
Seems to like it. Headed for the back part of the green. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Birdie try again here today. Makes it right in the center. Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself, too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present opening round coverage of the Open Championship. We're off and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Getting ready to get the tournament started. Frank, first tee jitters?
Oh, everybody gets them. That's the beauty of it. If you don't, you shouldn't be playing this game. Just try and think nice and slow. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one should be safely on deck here. Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect. But it's going to hurt the course.
-1, getting early going. Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well, the ideal tee shot just a little over that gorse bush in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in, but it also brings in a little bit of trouble. But if that pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in from the right side.
And that's going to stay on the fairway with the second hole. Second shot, a good look at the green. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Locked in on the read and the speed. So with that birdie, moves to 1 under for the tournament. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. That is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? He just annihilated that.
He just threw precision out the window. This is all about brute strength, and that is miles.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. Well, not in contention, but in for par. And we pick up action at the fourth. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
And it makes the green in regulation. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back. And yet another birdie, this time inching into the top 5.
Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
That would be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. It's a nice birdie right there.
Could not have come at a better time. 3rd place now.
Now, 7th hole here at the old course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the march stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid, just wearing out the center of the club face. Hasn't missed a shot, hasn't missed a green in regulation all day long.
Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's called short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green, and often you see long, long birdie putts here.
Good clean contact, nice result. No chance for birdie coming up.
So snake though. sneaks that in. We're now tied.
Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
Had the club face open just a bit at impact, and that one moves considerably to the right of the flagstake. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Now to 7 under par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Precision, we know that.
No, it's not, Rich. You tell me, after a shot like that, he's not pumping his chest out. That's what people want to do. They want to hit it like that.
Precision. I love to see guys just bomb it.
Come on, everybody wants to hit it that far.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Settles in over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect for the reasons why is it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
Boy, that can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
Frankie's knocking them down and picking them up.
Oh, it's just taking pins out, one after the other.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze, because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. Touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There is gorse left and right.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
It's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Moving on now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers. The first one is called nicks, and then the other two up ahead, once again, they're called the coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. The left or right of that, and it's a blind second shot.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Great hits just keep coming. Moves to minus 11 on the day. Frank, the 14th is a big par 5, chance to make a big move, but also possibility of making a big number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very aware of the out of bounds on the right side, even though it does move to the right. Ideal tee shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot away from that proper bunkers called the birdies. There's a big cross bunker up ahead that has to be avoided for the second shot. If you're long enough, you can reach this par 5 and 2, but this green with so many undulations that it is anything other than flat.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side. It brings in those little bunkers called robs. He's gone for a little extra. Ball just took off the face. Ooh, that is long.
Squeeze that one, Frank.
That is the champion of the mashes. He mashed up. I don't know if that button can be used again after that.
Seems to like it. Headed for the back part of the green. Sensational shot right there.
You start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole today.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Frank, the 16th hole, famous for the principal's nose, and I can't help but think of Mrs. Hartman from 4th grade.
Well,
She didn't like us.
I don't know how Mrs. Hartman would have played this hole, but she would have been wary of the out of bounds on the right. And that's why the general consensus is you not only avoid the principal's nose, but you hit the tee shot a little bit further left. It might lengthen the hole, but it is...
Look out, that ball's OB, and that'll be a one-shot penalty. So playing the 3rd shot right now after having gone OB. Fourth shot, wants to get this close. Inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. And getting ready for the putt. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, it still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
The famous 17th at the Open Championship, Frank, you begin to see the scoreboards, the grandstands, and you know all eyes are on you for the next couple of holes.
Yeah, this is one hole I think that anybody that goes to the old course certainly wants to play. Blind tee shot, flash it across the out of bounds and somehow find the fairway. If you go too safe down the left side, there's some heather to be chopping out of. Good tee shot certainly gives you a chance to hit it this beautiful green that's angled to the left, well protected by the road hole bunker. And then if you're a little ambitious and a little strong, then there's a road itself and an out of bounds beyond this green.
And that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Actually, for Xbox One, it's on sale right now for 16 bucks. That is a steal, Robbie. That is a steal. This game is worth between $30 and $34. I wouldn't pay any more than that. But right now, like I said, Xbox One has it on sale for $16 in the Xbox store. Well worth 16 bucks, buddy.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Could use this one. This is for par.
Just whittling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Frank, you stand on the tee here at 18, and history is staring you right.
Yeah, EA's got some really good deals. They actually end today. The Roy McIlroy Golf Battlefront with the DLC you can get for 30 bucks. That's a pretty good deal, considering that you know, the game was 60 bucks plus another 60 bucks for the season pass. I think Madden's on sale, and then they got I think it's 40 or 50% off FIFA, and then they give you Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare for free too. So there you're getting 2 games. I'm not much into soccer, and I already have Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, but
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Second shot. Good look at the green.
I really think they're dropping the price of this game here in the U.S. just because it didn't do so well here in the States. This game is pretty huge over in Europe, but they didn't get the American market that they usually get. But I do have to say this is very well improved compared to the last couple years. They've almost went backwards towards the old style Tiger Woods games that were fun. I mean, they got some improvements to do, but they did very well on this coming out of the gate, I think.
Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Locked in on the read and speed. Knocking down all the shots to the right. 13 under. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
Hey, thanks for the follow there, Robbie. I appreciate it, man.
EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present second round coverage of the Open Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports at the Open Championship, and we are at the home of golf, the old course at St. Andrews. And Frank, you know the old course is old when the new course here in St. Andrews is a century old.
But the old course is just a treat to play, or even play an Open Championship on that. The holes have changed in the way in which they're played over the years. For example, some of the short par fours are very drivable by today's great players, but the pot bunkers, how penal they are should you stray offline. They have to be avoided.
Mick Corgelin, thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
Course Hotel, or even the famous Swilken Bridge as you traverse the 18th hole. There's something at St. Andrews for everybody. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Excellent opening tee shot. Up there, right in the third. Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing, to say the least.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here in the first hole. Par yesterday, now for birdie. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. So a tester from 4 feet. Has his par. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, because the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and you see that here at the second.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Setting up for an approach shot here. Frank, so crucial, isn't it, to just choose the right bat, club selection?
Yeah, when you're playing well and you're swinging well, you're going to hit more good shots than normal. But to top that off, if you can choose more good clubs than you normally would, then you will play better.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just misses. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Solid par. At the fourth hole now, and Frank, this one looks as though it might require a little bit of club selection off the tee. What are we looking at, partner?
Well, there is two ways to play the fourth off the tee. You can hit it down the right side, but it really starts to narrow up and it's slightly shorter. Most players go towards the middle of the golf course and try and get it on that plateau. But this, certainly the first hard hole you see at St. Andrews.
Frank, that one is long and it is straight.
Well, in baseball, that's a home run. In golf, that is a huge advantage over everybody else that plays the game. You imagine just teeing up on every hole knowing that you've got 20 or plus yards over your fellow competitors.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But if you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, and a good chance to attack this hole. So where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. Just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
This is an awkward length.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Made it for a birdie. Moving on to the par 4 6th hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot, 3 bunkers that look. He goes after it. It's here.
Just pulverized that golf ball. Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it.
What's up, Magnet? How we doing, buddy?
Safely on deck.
Hey, I'm about as good as I'm gonna get for a
Pretty good
Sunday,
shot. That
man.
ball settles in about 13 feet away.
No work,
You'd like to think
sitting
I'm
home,
lucky for
relaxing,
some, but,
playing some
birdie
golf.
putt coming up.
This
Can't
is
beat
a
it, man.
13-footer. Well, there's an opportunity
Wow.
wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the cause.
Good putt. Now, 7th hole here at the old course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the march stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up.
It is always easier to play it from the short grass, and that is where he has been all day. Just laser-like off the tee. Hasn't missed the fairway. Our featured golfer setting up for another approach. Really needs to
Rest
get
in peace,
something going.
McIlroy. Yeah.
And that green right now must look like the
I
size
barely
of a
see him on the
thimble.
leaderboard, and this is his game. I haven't quite figured that one out yet.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. Just for birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie. And just slides by. And only a tap in left. Good putt. And he's putting for par now. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play, and it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here.
That's well played. Now, good look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is
Hey, you
about
take it easy, Magnet,
concentration
buddy.
and focus at this
Good
point.
luck, man. Get them classes done, man. We'll see you later, brother. And thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par. Frank, the old course all about avoiding the pot bunkers. They're so nasty. This is a good example here, the 9th hole.
Yeah, the pot bunkers really to be avoided are the ones in the middle of the fairway, but there are some that sneak in on the left side, plus that gorse on the left. If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive this green.
There's a lot of people that play the online. They have daily and weekly
Rich,
online
if you and I
tournaments.
had lives like that every
I see a
night,
lot of
we'd
people
still be
doing those
playing this game
tournaments.
for a living.
Frank, this
I
is
do see a
position where
few people
players
playing the
absolutely
head-to-head,
licking his chops
which
here.
is the only
Good
way you
chance to
can
make a birdie.
Yeah, this is where this
interact
game
with
just looks
another
like fun.
person,
Bunkers
which
don't
is kind of
seem to be
sad because they
played.
have such other
And the
great
thing you're
modes
really
on here
looking
to
at
play.
right now is just the flag.
I wish they would let you do them online. But there's a lot of online play as far as the tournaments. And I don't ever seem to have a problem to find somebody to play head-to-head with either, Kill.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Oh my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
you're going to
this
get a lot
attempt
more
for
people
par.
playing online here pretty soon, especially since this game has been on sale for the last week for $16. I mean, that's a deal.
Did the job right there. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank, he'll be very happy.
Yeah,
with the score
I
at
was
the end of the
hanging
day.
on the edge of the
The
cup. I don't
hardest
know how
thing
that
right
didn't
now
fall
is
in.
to just keep
but-
doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
to argue about there, right in the fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Sit down, get down.
Yeah, this is gone.
So the second to par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But
If you
short
purchase
game,
the
as we all
game,
know, can,
it
redeem
automatically
a lot of
downloads
mistakes.
all the
See if it does it
DLC courses for you. And right now there total of 5 courses, I want to say, that were DLC. And then another 10 courses, I believe. I want to say there's 12 to 16 courses on here. I'm not quite for sure on every course that's on here. I've played them all, but plus there's a thing called Nightclub Challenge on here. It's kind of fun too if you're into that kind of deal. Shoot your balls through rings, you know, hit targets. Yeah, you know, you were well getting your $16 worth. I mean, this game to me is still worth upwards to $32. So I mean, I think the reason why they put it on sale is the U.S. market, I don't think, did as well for this game. Game's huge in Europe. I play a lot of people from Europe that love to play this game.
11, the Eden, is really
And thanks for
the
the follow too,
fascinating
Kill. I
holes in
appreciate
all
it,
of
buddy.
golf.
Yeah, the two bunkers that the players normally worry about, Strath bunker in the front and the hill bunker to the
I
left.
think they're trying to get more of
What
that
makes those two
U.S.
bunkers
market.
so difficult is the steepness of the faces. And
Right now, I really believe EA's got a lot to prove. They've really been shitting on us for the last few years, giving us the same crap, just in different. Yeah, I seen that some of those a lot of those reviews were poor too, and I kept thinking, man, did you actually play the game? Because
back round. Slow at the start. Now they're picking up some
I mean, I'm
speed.
not saying it's a $60 game. No way. I've yet to see a game that's worth $60 right off the shelf, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't Cyber Tiger horrible or anything. So I just choked up way too much on that, I think. Yeah, I did.
well, it's a little absurd that Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
I hope everybody on here is enjoying their Sunday, man. Getting ready for the Super Bowl. Just relaxing.
And he has it.
I appreciate you guys coming in and watching. Always remember, support your small streamers.
Frank,
Nothing
how do you like
against
the 12th
larger
hole here
streamers.
at St. Andrews?
Just
it's
the
a
smaller
beautiful
ones
par
need some
four. You
love
start
too,
to
guys.
see the village of St. Andrews in the background, Eden Estuary to the right, and also decision time. If you're long enough, it's certainly worth having a crack at this
Anytime,
par
man.
four with your tee shot.
You know, anything I can do to
But
help,
if you're
Kill.
not a long hitter, then you've really got to worry
You know,
about those
if I think
four
the game's shit, I'll
beautifully
tell you.
and well strategic
I will absolutely
positioned
tell you.
bunkers in the middle of the fairway.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one and getting ready for the putt. Frank. I thought that was in. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This will be a birdie if it drops. Drops it in for birdie. Here at the par 4 13th hole at the old course, Frank, what's the best play, power, or do you go with precision?
Well, you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. If you can take those coffins out of play, that's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle, then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in, and then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of the screen.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pop bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the 4th fairway. It's one other option for playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
Great lie. What a great shot. He really hit it a long way.
Second shot.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
That looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side. It brings in those little bunkers called robs, and they'll rob your scorecard, that's for sure. Well, when he goes after it, he's here.
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taking off. Missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it.
Frank, in the end, it is a game of precision. We know that.
No,
but
it's not, Rich.
It's not.
You tell me, after a shot like that, he's not pumping his chest out. That's what people want to do. They want to hit it like that.
Precision. I love to see guys just bomb it.
Come on, everybody wants to hit it that far.
birdie try up next. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole, and what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
Oh, snap, right?
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good roll. And now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm of the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the principal's nose. I've never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Nose is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
That was an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Good putt. Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf. Frank, it doesn't look like much from the tee, but wow, when you factor in the history, it's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little road that runs across this par 4. It's about 100 yards short of the green. It certainly comes into play when you play this hole into the breeze. But no breeze or into the breeze, you've got to worry about the out of bounds that surrounds the screen all the way down the right side and beyond. And it's a wonderful little finishing hole in many ways because it tests the mere mortal. And it
5
tests the
so
rates
far,
of the
Will.
Would be a great look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had par on this hole yesterday. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.
Not my best round by any means, guys, but This isn't the easiest course. So I think I'm doing all right. I'm holding on. What are you up to, Will?
EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present third round coverage of the Open Championship. Welcome to the Open Championship, the oldest major in golf. Frank, there really is nothing quite like
Getting ready for the Super
course
Bowl,
at
Will, or
St.
what?
Andrews, combined with the Open Championship, it's bathed in history.
The golf course is magnificent. It just reeks of all the great players that have played the game. Pick your hero, whether it's a Bobby Jones, a Nicholas, a Rory McIlroy,
But
Tiger
Steve
Woods,
is
all the
online.
greats have
Steve
been
has
in
arrived.
Stood the test of
He's
time.
awakened from the dead.
Even the round, the old 9 holes out, 10 around and 9 holes in. It's marvelous.
This is a good-looking shot. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If you can knock this one in, then
Look at
that's
this
certainly
beast.
going to help the confidence.
That had to really hurt Frank because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par.
Yeah, I got five people so far,
Here we
new
are now,
followers
the
today,
second
Will.
hole is
And
so important to try and establish a good
I just asked you
round
what you were
in
up
these
to
open
today.
holes, Frank.
In the second
Steve-
hole,
Steve just
especially with
popped
the
on
prevailing
too, so he
breeze
must have
and
just
today's
woke up.
modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course.
You guys need to take your one a day for men's. Wake up. Drink some coffee.
Left is always the safe side of the golf course. It's the best line to play your second shots on. And the whole golf course is always the right side. And you see that here at the
I
second.
slept last night for
Frank,
about
really
4
good
hours.
chance
I
from
feel
this
pretty good,
position
Will.
to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the
More
only
than
thing
I
he's
usually
looking at
get.
right now is the flag.
So I
This is a
feel
green light
refreshed.
special.
So do I. Excuse me, I suppose that's something that happens when you get old, huh? Start taking all sorts of vitamins, and
Now this for birdie.
I drink a lot more
Away with
orange
par
juice now too that
previous round.
I'm older. I hate orange juice. Orange juice is not my friend.
Came to the
Oh, I
putt
knew I was going to miss
excited to
that.
make birdie.
A shank or
Now,
two.
settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you gotta really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
You gonna watch the Super Bowl tonight, Will?
On the tee box here at the third now. Frank, all of these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or a short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Wanna feel.
So at the third, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup.
Now I'm pulling for
30 feet away.
Denver, but
Birdie try again here
I got a
today.
feeling Carolina's gonna blow them out.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. A good effort, a good par putt. At the fourth hole now, and Frank, this one looks as though it might require a little bit of club selection off.
When do they do that?
Partner? Well, there is two ways to play the fourth.
Before the
So
game,
you can
or
hit it down the right side, but it really starts to narrow up, and it's slightly shorter. Most players go towards the middle of the golf course and try and get on that plateau. But this certainly the first hard hole you see at St Andrews.
You knew it right away.
I'm not for sure if it's going to be that close. I mean,
we can see it. It's perfect. Right down
it
the
will
middle
be
of
if
the fairway.
Denver's defense plays as well as they did in the first half of the season.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. They par yesterday.
Oh,
This
okay.
one for birdie. He's made it. Hole number 5, and the first par 5 we've seen today.
I'm playing it
This
on the
fairway
3-click
looks like it
classic.
narrows quite a bit,
The
Frank.
3-click
Are you
classic
thinking
doesn't give you an
step up
option
onto
for
the tee?
spin.
Well, you
Now
could,
you can
especially
set
if you've
up
got a little bit
a
of break
custom
behind you, but,
3-click
it's
where you can
quite
have your
wide in
spin
the
on,
driving area with the
but
exception of
that's
those
not
three
what I'm
bunkers
playing
on the
under
right that
here,
just sort of
Zay.
pop out. But if you can get it past those, this this par 5,
I'm playing
very
under
reachable.
3-click classic, all natural, where the ball spins on its own, where I give it no extra effect.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty low. Setting up in the fairway, 200 yards to where that hole is cut.
Makes it a little more challenging today, you know. The one downfall of this game is once you start to pull so far ahead of the AI, they tend not to be able to catch up. Yeah, you do arcade style. I can do the arcade style too. The only reason I don't use the arcade style is because the 3-click is a lot easier on my analog sticks. It saves on all that. I've already had to change my analog sticks once on here, so they get so much abuse from other games that I'm playing.
Frank, this one's not looking
Yeah, I
good.
kind of like the fact that they gave you that option to customize your
Pretty good result
your
right
controls
there.
to a certain extent.
Considering
It looked rough all the way. Rich.
Exactly.
Really did.
And getting ready for the putt.
Ooh.
That hurts. Oh, man.
Just pushed
All right.
it.
Well, that hurts. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Now at the 6th, not a...
It's
particularly
tempting,
long
man.
hole, Frank,
It's
par
tempting.
4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Yeah, definitely worth $16, man. I mean, they finally went back to, I don't know if you ever played the old Tiger Woods golf games, but they finally made their way back there. I mean, there's some improvements that they got to make on this game, but it's a lot better than the last couple of seasons of golf has been, man.
Rich, I remember when I first played the old course, it was the Dunhill Cup.
And I love to play golf, and those last few games just really made me not want to play golf because it sucks so bad.
And I remember pestering Bob Charles all the way around the golf course, the old course. Where do I aim? Do I get away from a bunker? And at the time, I thought he was a bit of a curmudgeon, really. Because the only thing he told me was not to hit it inside the TV tower in 17. And then I realized...
Yeah, that sale ends today, Tuesday.
Because he was telling me to play the golf course the way I felt I should. A lesson well learned. Play your own game.
Play with your instincts, especially at a place like the old course at St. Andrews, where you don't necessarily
it's about
play
time
by the
EA
book. I don't
started
know
giving
if
a
there
little
is
bit back.
book
They
to get you
kind
around
of
St.
screwing the
Andrews,
consumer
except
here for the last
best
few
book of
years,
all,
you
and
know.
that's the one of
Giving us
experience.
it's the same game with, one or two things changed on it,
Nice.
Looks good. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that.
Yes, you should, Zay.
No to par in his previous round.
Very much invited, buddy.
Birdie.
I really think Fallout's got to be the best game that's come out this year.
Nice birdie.
Yeah, that's because they want to charge you $60 for the game, for the Star Wars game, and then turn around and try to charge you another $60 for the season pass. So now you've got $120 invested in a game. And I mean, I kind of understand what they were going with there, Zay. They were kind of setting it up like a MOBA, where eventually they were, they're just gonna keep adding to it, and all that stuff, still they say, was gonna be free. And if they'd have kept true to it, eventually in the long run, you'd got your $120 out of it. But to put $120 out front there for something that is meh, because I played the crap out of the beta, and it was good, but it wasn't $120 good. Yeah, if you got Xbox One, Zay, my gamer tag is Crisco0978, buddy. Just send me a friend request, man.
From tee to green.
We'll get down on some golf, man. I got B Willa and Backbone 1978 and Tufty Tidy. A lot of guys that I play on here with. Great guys, man. Just shoot the shit and shoot some balls, man.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Yeah, not a problem. Hey, Will, could you do me a favor and type my gamer tag in there for him? And thanks for the follow, by the way, Tuesday. I appreciate it, buddy. Sometimes we even golf on GTA. Yeah, it's the same as my Twitch channel,
You're
Zay.
not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, par is all you need. Frank, the old course all about avoiding the
kind of sucks. You go to GTA and you play golf, and then you try to go back to Rory.
Yeah, the
You know,
bunkers really do two
different styles of golf kind of throw you off sometimes.
Sneak in on the left side, plus that gorse on the left. If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive this green.
I got one Scottish guy that I played with.
He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the
I don't
rough,
have him
you
on
know
my
it's
friends
not
list or
sitting
anything. I
pretty.
just it was in
Be
a
bit of
quick
force to
match. I
extract
played with
one
him
out
one
of
time.
there.
He said he was from Scotland. Pretty good guy.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball.
I ended up playing with a lot of European guys online a lot. This game pretty huge in Europe. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that, buddy.
Not bad.
Oh, that's actually seriously given the conditions, Rich.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
There you go, Zay. I got you, buddy.
Good effort, just didn't drop. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. He'll take par and move on. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Thanks, man. I had a lot more than that before my one of my original 360s took a crap. When the 360s originally first came out, you couldn't download your profile back. So another
Frank,
15 to 20 lost there somewhere.
Over the world. Here come the wins now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Zay, I got over 300 360 titles, and I bet I got at least 30 or 40 titles that are still in plastic that I haven't even got to yet, opened yet. So I'm trying to work on that too.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Oh, I missed that.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt.
Yeah.
He looked at it from
What was
three
I thinking
different
there?
angles. He forgot one.
I wasn't
very
thinking,
important
guys.
ingredient.
I wasn't thinking.
Pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with the
Ah.
front shots as well. But obviously, we see it more on putting.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the famed par 3 11th at the old course?
Well, the most difficult.
Oh,
there is only
man.
2 par 3s here at the old course, and this one's called high, elevated green, and you've got to fly that bunker that protects the front of the green. That's called the Strath bunker. Really take anything on this green. You make a 2 here, you'll make a move on the field.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. Excuse me. I bought most of my games. A lot of my Rockstar titles and my Ubisoft titles, almost all of those I've gotten for free. I have a couple friends, one that works for Rockstar and one that works for Ubisoft. So I've done a lot of beta testing in the past for them, for a lot of the GTA games, and Manhunt on the old PlayStation 2 I did some beta testing for. Red Dead Revolver. Good stuff like that.
Frank, this is good.
So they've been pretty good to me, you know.
Strong breeze.
They usually send it to me. I help bug test it, and I get a free game out of it. So
Frank missed the green off the tee.
You can't beat that.
But
This is not where they wanted to be either.
Here at par 3.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative
flop
as you
her
want.
out,
You
I
actually
think.
have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
I don't want to remember this bunker.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
This is an 11-foot putt.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
That's costly right there.
Painful.
Yeah, now everybody's
You don't
into
wanna let
them, you
this
know,
one
and
get away. This
it's
is
not
about
hard to find somebody to help you
concentration
beta
and focus at
test,
this
you know.
point.
Anybody trying to get their foot in the door for anything here. I can't believe I shot a bogey there. Ouch.
That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze. Because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. Touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There's gorse left and right.
Oh no, I did not want to get up on that green. Ugh. I'd have let it stayed off it, chipped onto it. Oh man, this is gonna suck. "82 feet, huh? Oh shit. That would piss me off.
That was not a very good read right there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've only done that a couple times. I got one
Now this for birdie came away with par.
that I hit one day on here. It
previous
was like
round.
gosh, it was a 74-footer in a bowl. I got lucky on that shot, man. What is going on here? Wonder why the hell it ate his disc like that. I've heard of the PS4s doing that, but I didn't know the... God, I don't know what to do here. Hit it in the cup. That's what we do here. All right.
But he has it for birdie. Moving on now to the par 4 13. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers, the first one is called nicks, and then the other 2 up ahead, once again, they're called the coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. Left or right of that, then it's a blind second shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
He beat the shit out of his Xbox.
For a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
I got a couple of friends that probably would have done that if it had ate their disc.
seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Good, clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. He really likes this hole. Made
I
birdie
would.
yesterday. Can he do it again today?
And the worst thing I ever happened to me one time is I had a Wii, and I had it sitting up on my TV stand with my TV and everything, and I went to put the disc in it, and I turned to walk away, and it spit the disc out at me and shot it out at me and hit me in the back of the head. Man, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is an ugly looking putt.
Wow, he got robbed.
God.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Did the job right there. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
go
with
for
Skynet.
This, par 5 and 2, Rich. There is another option where you can go left. And I mean
Goddamn
left of
Terminator.
It's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields.
Where was he when I
as
needed
they
him?
call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your third shot.
That's funny because my neighbor's name was John
Right in the fairway.
when I lived in that apartment.
Now the second shot to the par
If his
5.
last name was Connor, I'd have been creeped out.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how that was going to turn out.
And setting
Turn out
up
as
here
well
in
as
the
I thought
rough.
it was going to. Have you seen a movie, Zay, called The Parallels? If you're into time travel, you need to check that movie out. If you haven't seen it, man. It's about a building that you can get into that time travels all over the place.
Rich, that was some shot out of the rough. I really
Taking
didn't think you could even get that on the green.
Just to get it on
tons
the
of
green,
different
as you
alternate
say, I
worlds.
think is a big win. Getting set now over the putt.
Yeah, it just came out this year.
Display, the records continue to fall.
I caught it on Netflix, and I'm a huge sci-fi fan.
Frank, one of the things I always loved about links golf is that you're not aiming at a flagstick or a tree.
You know,
but
time
sometimes
travel,
you're aiming
zombies.
For a steeple in the distance.
You know,
and this is a good example
name
here at
it.
the 15th.
Yeah, the church steeple is the exact line off the tee. That gives you sort of this. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
This could turn out bad.
Excellent.
Oh
looking
yeah,
shot
it could.
here.
Stay away from that bunker.
Good drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking
Yeah.
at right now
Yes,
is just
it
the
was.
flag.
Time Cop. Will, it's called Time Cop. Yeah, and then Schwarzenegger tried doing the same kind of movie, The Sixth Day, sort of. Didn't turn out as well.
This one should be safely on deck here. So a chance for birdie.
That didn't turn out like I wanted to either.
Solid approach shot. Birdie try again here today.
I'm having a horrible round here, guys. I apologize.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in.
I know y'all didn't come in here to watch me hit pars.
Just a couple of feet. A good effort, a good par putt. And now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm of the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the principal's nose. Never really figured out why they called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little hot bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
Oh, I knew that was going to turn out
Punch
bad.
This one home, finish it up. Looks like he just misread that.
Oh, that was a great shot.
Snap,
Excellent.
Well, Frank, he'll drop.
We're gonna bogey this one too. All right.
Not his best effort.
Going on a bogey
Poor
streak
is the
here.
easiest way to put that. He knows it.
Got enough of that crap.
In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Now at the 17th tee, and Frank, this is really when you begin to feel the weight and the history of the old course bearing down on you.
And you also feel the nerves as well, because you're having to hit it not just
So,
to the fairway.
remember I told you yesterday, Will, that when you drive down to Scottsdale, because, you know, the Waste Management tournament was going on down there. Today's the last day for the tournament, and I just happened to play the last day today of the Waste Management tournament at the beginning of this broadcast.
A little right and long, and well, there's a chance of going out of bounds.
I ended up at
on the
52
road
under,
itself.
I think, is where I was at.
Safely on deck.
Boy, that had a high bounce. Really?
Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, come on.
Singes the edge.
Really?
Yeah, but
Hey,
let's
you know
just
what
really
happened there,
because
don't you,
know
Will?
you're
I
hitting
had a
good
fire
putts.
ant, see? Stopped me right in front of the cup. Damn fire ants.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, is there a more famous landmark in the sport than the tiny Swoken Bridge?
I think when you think of this game, the way in which we've followed it,
Army ant, yeah, that's what it
and
was,
covered
Army
Rich,
ant.
over the last decade.
Damn
plus,
Army
no,
ants.
It is just symbolic, not just with this game, but the game of golf itself, because every great champion has managed to make his foray across to
Man, I
Scotland
seen
and
Steve
play
hop
that
on. I
course.
thought he would jump in here.
He has to make a
Oh,
birdie.
now
here
he's
the
not
final
on
hole.
anymore. All right.
making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Trying to make yet another birdie.
Yes. I had a 4-round tournament, 72 under 2 days ago.
Page of the leaderboard has been looking good.
That is up here on
exactly
Twitch.
Right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
I appreciate y'all spending your Sunday in here watching me play some golf, guys. If you like watching golf, man, hit the follow button. I'd appreciate it. Can also check out a couple other guys. Malachi DeVille, Expendable 12372, Backbone 1978. Support your small streamers, guys. This is it, guys. We're going in the final day. St. Andrews, Scotland. Got a pretty commanding lead. Go in here and put the hammer down.
And the RNA are proud to present final round coverage of the 144th Open Championship. Frank, when you come to the old course at St. Andrews for the
You guys
Open
can also check me out
Championship,
on
you can
YouTube,
just about
Chance
hear the
Yatson on
legends
YouTube.
whisper
My
into you.
72
So many
under
of the
4-round
greats
tournament
have
is
made their
also
mark right here.
loaded onto
It's the
YouTube.
oldest, it's the best, and it's the one course
As far
that
as I can see,
everybody, no matter where they're
never
born,
seen
wants to
anybody
play.
that's had that
Every
stellar
great
of a
player
round.
has played St. Andrews, and
If anybody has heard or
well
seen
in advance after our
somebody
time,
having a better than
it's just
72
something
under
special.
on a
When you
4-round
see it
tournament, let me
and
know.
play it,
I
you'll see
would
the reason why.
I would love to see it.
Oh, I like that.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing, to say the least.
Hey, it's all good, man. That's all good. I just appreciate you stopping in, man. You like League of Legends? Have you played Smite? I like to play Smite too.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here in the first hole. Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. He'll take par and move on.
Yeah, I've only played, or I've only seen them play League of Legends because it's on PC and Steam and stuff. I don't have any of that, but it looks fun as
Second
hell.
shot. Good look at the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the back part of the green. That's well played. Oh, good look at birdie.
All right, man.
Some
Sounds good,
sneaky
Zay. Take care,
distance.
buddy. Enjoy League of Legends, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
What time you hopping on, Will? You not getting on till the night or what?
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taking off. Missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off.
Frankie, he put the thumb down on that one.
It's still going. Look, you've got to get that thumb going as quick as you can. That is hot warp speed.
That will be a great look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Enjoying your Sunday? Getting ready for the Super Bowl?
Wow, I didn't expect that.
And you're
getting
watching
ready
me miss
for
a
the
bunch
putt.
of putts. Oh, I'm having a terrible round. Not as bad as the last round. Even though I only had one bogey, but I had way too many
Walks
pars.
away with a par.
Of course, I don't see old Garcia catching me there, but you never know. Three or four Arizona time? Okay. So 4 or 5 my time. Alright.
Wow, that is a monster drive. 315 yards.
Hey, Steve's back! Wonder for how long. Yeah, I hate those. They're more like honey if you don't do this, Bliss.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Birdie try.
Sleeping on the couches next week.
Even par currently.
Finally, a drop one for a birdie. It's going a birdie streak here.
Dude, that.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Just pulverized that golf ball. That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Well, they're playing his second shot here at the par 5. Couldn't have done much better than that.
Nice setup for an eagle. And the crowd goes wild. Ah! I got a pretty good crowd watching me there. Look at that. They're excited to see my purple hair.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, a chance for another one today. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
Right. Birdie, eagle, birdie. I'll take it.
Up as a birdie for the scorecard.
Third place? Nah. I don't know if that's somebody's real name or what.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Uh-oh.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
I thought I was going to get a bounce and some roll there. I didn't get nothing.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Frank, I thought that was in.
Oh, back to par,
Just
huh?
didn't
All right.
quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Good putt.
That time I get the bounce and all the roll that I did not want.
Not his best, but
All right.
still a chance.
You're a 28
It's
footer,
cool.
and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
Too hard. Way too hard, I think.
That
Oh,
would have been
yeah.
a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. From
Oh, it
about
was high
8
thinking.
feet.
I wasn't taking.
So has the par. Moving on to the next hole, and the lead, Frank, is very much intact.
Let's see what happens here. Oof. In the cup. Oh,
You can't hide the flagstick from that.
just a little too fast there.
Unbelievable that never deviated offline.
All
So
right.
the eagle goes begging. Still has this.
And then I missed the eagle too, Will.
Made a par in his previous
Didn't
round.
break anywhere
This
near what I
time,
thought it was
it's
going
for
to.
birdie. just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Setting up for an approach shot here.
I should have choked up and
Frank, through the years, we have
stayed a
seen
little bit farther
countless
away from this
what we would call good ball strikers,
hole
great
here.
swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if you're driving or if your iron players off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, you've also got to be aware of...
Always
what if my
remember when you're
driver
playing
doesn't
this
go
game,
as well as I would like to,
getting
or my
closest
iron
to the
play
hole
isn't
isn't
sharp.
always
Can I
the
still
best
compete?
thing.
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's
Your
right.
second
And,
shot
with a
is
four-day
always
tournament,
your
the
most
71
important
doesn't
shot.
look so bad. Even if somebody shot 65 that day, remember, as you know and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day.
All right.
They don't play bad.
Golf tournaments
Bird,
aren't 100
part,
yard
move
sprints,
on.
they're marathons. That's good work. That's a good par right there.
Oh, I choked up too hard on it. Oh
This is
no.
not heading in the right direction.
Looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Oh no.
That's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Settles in over the putt. He's made it.
Wow, he didn't even say nothing. What a dirty bird. I'll remember that.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. The second shot now to the par 4.
Yes, we have, Will. Yes, we have, sir.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. With a redemption chance here, had bogey yesterday. Oh my
Man.
goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather
Just
miss the hole
pathetic.
at times, wouldn't you?
Did the job right there. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Yeah.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Can't hide the flag stick from that man. Didn't try again here today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie.
Biggest thing, we just got to make sure we're all on the same page, because a lot of times everybody wants to go a different direction. I mean, I understand that we have extra lives, you know, but if you make it through the mission without using them lives, you're going to get more money. Been trying to get Steve to understand that. Kind of hard sometimes. Oh, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Horrible, probably. Oh, wow. I'll take it. Just don't go not it.
That one was
Oh,
rough,
never mind.
so hot. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Yeah, there we go. In the cup. I'll take it. Flopped her right into the hole. Yeah, it might even been more than that if we wouldn't have used the life that we had. Or neither one of us would have died. I think that has a lot to do with it too.
He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot.
I mean, I got 32,000
Good look at the green.
cash
Second
and
shot. Good look
over
at the green.
4,000 RP just doing when I did that job last night by myself. When you guys left the room. It seemed a lot easier when I just did it by myself. Cause like, I just used that other jet fighter to blow them other two up, and then I flew the jet fighter close to that hangar and bailed out, and then that jet crashed and blew up all them guys down there, and I ran into that hangar and took off.
Seems to like it. Headed for the back part of the green. Had a birdie here yesterday. In there close. Great opportunity for another.
Yeah.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
I think a couple more times we have it down.
In for birdie.
That's a ginormous tee shot.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
What incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
All right, Will.
Well, par fours, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Final hole of the final round.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpet.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
To win the Open Championship.
In the books.
Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing. That was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.
Oh, my putter's still locked. All right. Right, on to the California Classic. Be right with you guys here. I'm gonna take a restroom break.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic. All set to go, we take you to the first hole. Getting ready to start the round, Frank, what is the importance of getting off to a good start?
It's imperative, Rich, really. Try and find your rhythm, conditions of the golf course. Really get into the round as quick as you can.
Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you've played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the
All right,
challenge
guys,
of playing
you ready?
into a stiff breeze?
Tee it
Well,
off.
it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these
La
conditions we're
Quinta,
seeing right
California,
now,
TPC.
you really got to be smart. Pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a
I've
day
only
like
played this
today,
course one other
you
time,
pay a
guys.
far more severe
This
price
is
than
one of the new
Club
downloadable
selection
courses
obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's
that they
imperative
gave
to
us here in the last
Take an
couple
extra
weeks.
club or two, choke down.
very much so.
Doesn't seem to be too
Let's
bad
just
of a
play
course.
efficient and walk to the first tee.
I do like that it's
High and
420
deep, right
yards
middle
to
of
the pin.
fairway. Good way to start. All right, Frank, break
such a
down this
good number.
approach shot here at hole number 1.
Well, typical Pete Dye confuses you straight out of the gate.
I don't like this pin up front, I'll tell you that.
Second shot and left to right. Look at the angle of that green. It points away to the right.
Not digging that at all. Oh, and I choked up on it.
Playing this par
Wah,
four,
wah,
still
wah.
on the
Not a good way to
that
start,
second
guys.
shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Ooh. I don't think I want to be on this back end here.
So just getting started. Even par so far.
How's everybody doing out there today in
Frank, the second
Twitchville?
hole is only 371
Relaxing, enjoying your
yards.
Sunday?
What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Frank, how much is that?
Aha, first birdie of the day, guys.
Doesn't look like much right now, Rich. Just sneaking inside the top 20. But at the end of the day, that might be the one that turned the tide.
Frank, players
Wheatcroft,
have hybrids,
6
some have
under,
irons
he's
out
the
off the tee
leader.
on that short par 4 second.
We're on
Time to
hole
get the
number
big stick
3.
out here on third.
It certainly is.
See if we can catch him by
third
hole
you play
9.
here, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
He's hit a good drive here at the third. Down there, good ways and in the fairway. And getting set now for the second shot here at hole number 3, par 4.
Matt.
And this is looking really good. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
All right, Will. Have a good rest of the day, buddy. We'll talk to you in a little while.
So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard. Looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised actually to have a very good round today.
That's an outstanding
Ouch.
shot right there, and it sets up a really good-looking birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Good recovery.
A few more birdies like that, which you never know, just might sneak place on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Frank,
Three
what'd you say
under,
at the
hole
top?
4.
Die on the left, die on the right. Is this what you were talking about?
Exactly, yeah. The fifth hole here, it's called double trouble.
Lucky
So
here, but
there's
he's an
chances
eagle.
for grief on both sides of this fairway. But if you're long enough, you can just sneak it past 335. That's where the water runs out. This is reachable.
So if you do sneak it out there, and that would be the longer hitters, you might have what into this green.
Well, you can get home hybrid, maybe even something shorter. But remember, it's called double trouble. Avoid that. Maybe double eagle.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Coming in hot.
Birdie danger right there. So close.
What is here all left?
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
So a tester from 4 feet. Good birdie right there, moving to 3rd place on the leaderboard. Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly.
Go down.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
How do you like that?
Bring it up.
Just a phenomenal play right there. Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. Will you break down shots or break down a hole? How would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down and you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
Oh.
Series of good holes.
7 holes in, we're at top.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's
I'm
getting a
taking
break from the
Manny lead.
water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else. Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point.
Oh, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And green in regulation. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take, he's gone for a little extra.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I have ever seen. Just let it rip. Frank, in the end, it is a game of precision. We know that.
No, it's not.
It's
You tell me, after a shot like that, he's not pumping his chest out. That's what people want to do. They want to hit it like that.
precision. I love to see guys just bomb it.
Come on, everybody wants to hit it that far.
Woo! Overshot that. Get some rollback. There you go.
The coach shot here at the 9th. Good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. Bang for another birdie. 8 under par for the tournament. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Right into the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
That is just a beautiful shot. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
No.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, can't hide the flag
Shot.
stick from that man.
Shoot for 16 under this first round.
9 under for the tournament.
Have a good round.
Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11? Long one.
Oh, it is. And, you know, anything over 600 yards, only the
Boy,
longest.
look
is
at
the
this
Bubba Watsons,
monstrosity
the Dustin
here.
Johnsons of the world. The other ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the side.
Big Bo's hit
at
moments.
least have to give them a cursory
Whack!
look off the tee.
Put the screws to this
Nothing wrong
one.
with the hole that the par 5
Why
that you
not?
can't reach. We still play it as a
Oh,
tee
yeah.
shot.
I'll take
In
it.
some respects, you get rewarded for laying up here because that water that comes in on
Whoops.
the left-hand side,
Fat
that's
fingers.
not going to be in play.
Oh. Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
Into the thick stuff. That's a
Came in way too
difficult
hot
lie.
there.
And setting up here in the rough.
I mean, just skill. And that was sublime.
Just good hands coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Now -10 for the round. Frank P. Dye always gets a player thinking what might be going through a player's mind right here.
You're going to play it as a layup. You know, that's a given. It's just what distance you want. And for every distance you're going to hit it off the tee, Pete Dye gives you a different challenge. If you lay it all the way back, obviously you've got the
Not
longer
where I
shot,
wanted
you've
to
got the
be.
longer second shot. Get a little closer. it
Too much
starts to shrink
mustard
up,
on that
Shrink up,
sandwich.
shrink up. So it's how much do you want to bite off?
Blue house with the blue window. Get in that cup. Oh!
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still,
All right.
reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's
Par and
no
move on.
damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Did the job right there. You see the blend of holes here from the long par 5 to the short par 4, now to the 214-yard par 3 13th.
She's going to come in hot, I think.
This is heading in the wrong direction.
Too hot.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
break right there, Frank.
Yeah. That's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's two definitive options. You know, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards. On the third. Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Now to the par 4 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right. You start to see those two bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. It requires something in excess of 280 yards. From there on in, you've got a chance.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. How they approach here at 15. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Repetitive is often sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now the par 5 16. Dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, that's a big hit to get past that. And all of a sudden, shortest point between two places is a straight line. You've really reduced this hole into something closer to 570 yards. second shot.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Well, we've arrived at Alcatraz, the signature hole here at PGA West. Appears to be tracking well. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Will make birdie if this drops. 14 under on the deck. Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3 wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Good putt.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place.
All right,
be.
guys, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you for joining my broadcast. If you like to watch golf, if you like to watch me, hit the follow button. Follow me on everything, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Chancey Yachts, and thanks, guys. Have a good day. I'm out.